Here we go. Hey, can.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Big 13. Check. Fresno. 11 Thomas.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate.
Now Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. 11 MT.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mixon with it.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Wait, up. Check. 11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 29 yards. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. On 1st down, Mixon 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check your heart rate. Kill, kill, kill. Slam, slam, slam.
12, 12, 12.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He's got his tight end fan, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
7-7, our score after 1. They'll run on first down. Mixon. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Julio Jones, 28 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why not?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That catch pulls him level all-time with Terrell Owens, who finished with 1,078 receptions. So now he's at 1,078 and rising. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Check. Undercrush.
11.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
11.
Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
11.
Check nickel.
12. Stop.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their head. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Here you go. Right 80. Right hot.
Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
I got one. 56 the money, boys. 56. Check 56. Go.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
49. Check 49.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Browns will take over first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
You're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything, that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check right 21. Check right 21.
Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Burrow now off the bootleg.
This goes out wide for Mixon. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Murray now to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
11, 11, 11.
No. Off.
11, 11, 11.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, check back 21, right 21, check back 21. Check back 21, right 21, check back 21. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check back 21, right 21, check back 21.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Murray now. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to Mixon on first down. Room here to run. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Mixon. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
11 empty.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Murray.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Here's Chubb on the read option. 158 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A gain of 5. And the Browns first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A give, this is Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Murray going to fire one out wide. Touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Powers through. A beautiful spin and room to run. 30. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon. 75 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Drive about to get started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hamilton into the secondary past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Raise up.
Here we go. 56 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check 4.
12.
Check 26. Hey, watch edge. Switch.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11.
Now Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
11.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
56 is the Mike. I'm coming for you, son.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Green.
Hey, check Mike 39.
Green.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Boys.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
181 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Swim. Omaha.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 12. 11.
Now it's Mixon running right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. On 3rd down, Mixon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. A final shot now for Burrow. Flush to his right.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to